So there is a question here that I've gotten on what I was really supposed to cover with my students in class. And I think we can also be able to share the same here with you, my online student. And the question is extracted from a topic called vectors. We have vectors 1 and vectors 2, and as far as our Kenyan system of education is concerned. So the question reads, in a triangle OAB, OA is 12A and OB is 12B. P and Q are points on OA and OB respectively, such that 3OP is OA and OQ is a third OB. M is the midpoint of AB. Express the following vectors in terms of A and B. The first vector is OM and the second vector is PB. So of course you need to come up with a sketch just to summarize that information. Then we can be able to proceed with the working to get the answers to this question. So I'll first be able to get a summary of that. So we have actually been given a triangle. We have been given a triangle. And our triangle is this. This is our triangle. We've been given this as O, this as A, and this is our B. We've been told that OA as our vector is 12A. OA. Vectors have to obey the direction. So we're moving from O to A. And OA is 12A as per what you've been given in the question. And OB is 12B in the same order and direction. OB is 12B. And you have been told that P and Q are points on OA and OB respectively. So we have P, and Q. So you have Q. So P and Q are points on OA and OB respectively, such that 3OP is OA. 3OP is OA. 3OP is OA. Very good. And then OQ is a third OB. We've been told OQ is a third OB. That is the extra information you've been given. And M is the midpoint of AB. M is the midpoint. So this is the midpoint. To mean this is a half of that and this is a half of that. So in the middle. So M is in the middle of AB. That means a half. You see? So this divides AB equally into two equal parts. So you've been told to express the following vectors in terms of A and B. The first vector is OM. First vector. So express the following in terms of A and B. And the first one is OM. Vector OM. Vector OM. Vector OM. So express the following vectors in terms of A and B. That is one mark, OM. So I'm supposed to move from O to M. So you can say OA, then AM. Now, you want to move from O to M. How do you move? You have to say OA, then AM. So we say vector OA, then vector AM. Very good. Vector OA, then vector AM. Let me just write this down here. So you say OQ is equals to a third OB. This is very important for us. Now, we want to get vector OM. How? We have to say vector OM, or we're moving from O to M. We are supposed to say that O is first able to get moved to A, then A has to get moved to M. You see? And of course, our OA is 12A. Correct? OA, 12A, all of that vector. Then AM. You see, M divides AB into two equal parts. So this is in the middle. That means AM is a half of what? AB. They want us to get AM, half of the whole. So AM, that means a half of the whole, which is AB as a vector. We have OA as 12A plus a half of AB to give us AM. For us to get this AM, we need to know that this is actually a half of the whole. So it will be 12A plus a half of AB. How do you get AB? You can say AO plus OB. AO plus OB. Because you have to move from A to B. How do you move about? You're going to say AO plus OB. You get the point? Yeah, so it will be 12A plus a half into AO. You are moving against the arrow. AO. Why didn't move from A to O, then O to B? We want to get the whole AB. Then you get half of that AB to get AA that you need here. You shall have AO negative 12A, then plus OB 12B. Why am I not putting a negative on this 12B? Because it is OB. We are moving the same direction with the arrow. Get the point? And that's going to be now 12A plus negative 6A plus 6B. Now, we are opening the brackets. A half times negative 12, that is negative 6. A half times positive 12, that is positive 6. So 12A plus minus 6, that's going to be 6A then plus 6B. That becomes our OA. Very good. And sometimes if someone asks you to get AB, you see, in this case here, you see, let's say or, and you want to get this AB. I know very well you want to get ON. And I've said you have to just say OA plus AM. You know very well OA is 12A plus, so you want to get ON. How? OA plus AM. So you know OA in the same direction with that arrow, that is 12A, all of that vector OA. Then AM, a half of AB. So you say a half of AB. So you proceed and say 12A plus a half of, just say B minus A. Yeah. You don't need to show this direction, AO plus OB. You want to get AB, just say B minus A. That gives you the answer. So you have 12A plus, okay, a half of B is 12B, then A is 12A. So that translates into 12A plus 6B minus 6A. That becomes easy. Just say 12A minus 6A. It gives you this and this. It gives you what? 6A then plus 6B. The same answer. Just like the one you're actually gotten in our previous working. And the other part is PB. You want to get PB. You want to get PB. So how do you get PB as a vector? So find vector PB. That is our second part. Find vector PB. So PB is our vector. Should be equal to. So you want to move from P to B. You can even just decide to join them. It is also able to make sense to us. So PB. Very good. PB. So PB is equals to PA plus AB. Look at that. You want to move from P to B. How do you go about this? We'll say PA plus AB. So from P to B, PA, AB. Our PA, our PA, our PA, our PA. Remember, there's something you need to know here. The whole of this vector is 12A from O to A. But you are told OP is 3 times OA. Look at that. OP is 3 times OA. So you need to know this OP. Once you have this OP, you can get PA for you to use it here. You get the point? So how do you get OP? We can try to come here and say, if OP is able to get multiplied by 3, you should get OA. So we should just come here and say 3OP is equals to OA. Then 3OP is equals to, and OA is 12A. So we shall just divide by 3, divide by 3. So that we can get the OP. And our OP is going to be 4A. Once you know this OP is 4A, then from the total we can know this is 8A. So that 4a plus 8a gives you 12a, the whole vector OA. So 3 of OP can give you the whole. That means 3 times 4a, that gives you what? 12a. That is correct. So OP 3 times can give you OA. And OP is 4a. So that means OP 4a times 3, that gives you OA, which is 12a. And going forward, we shall come here now and say, how do you get PB? PA. We know PA is 8a plus AB. I have told you how to get AB. We just say B minus A. That becomes very easy. So it will be 8A plus B, 12B, A, 12A. So it will be 8A minus 12A plus 12B. So that converts or translates into minus 4A plus 12B. You can rearrange this. You can have 12B minus 4A. So you want to move from P to B. How do you move? You'll say PA, then AB. But you don't know this, you don't know this. But what do you do? Come up to this point. What do you have here? 3 OPs can give you OA. So you just say 12 divided by 3. Then you need to get this OP, 1 OP. If 3 OPs can give you OA, what about 1 OP? 4A can be 1 OP. So then we just say times 3 can give you the whole OA, which is 12A. So this becomes now our PB. That becomes our PB. The next part says, given further that OM and BP intersect at R. OM, look at this. OM and BP intersect at R. Look at that. Such that PR, we've been told further that PR, okay, such that PR as a question is equal to KPB. Equals to KPB. PR is equals to KPB, and OR is equals to HOM. And OR is equals to HOM. Look at that. You have been told for you to get PR, you see, you need to have KPB. Okay? And for you to get OR, you need to actually have HOM. Then, it's like you really want to move from P to R. You want to move from P to R. So, in other words, you are going to write PR in form of 2 different equations. You can write OR in 2 different ways. You can write PR in 2 different ways. But the easiest way is writing PR in 2 different ways. So how do I write PR in 2 different ways? Those are the 2 guidelines you're going to use. So what do? You just come here and say, my first PR should be equal to KPB. I know very well PB is gotten. So I'll say PR is equals to K into PB. I have PB as 12B minus 4A. Okay. How do I again get PR? This is first in terms of what you're going to do here. The other PR can get obtained by actually using this aspect. We have actually gotten the first PR. You said PR is just KPB. Just say K into PB, and PB is 12B minus 4A. In most cases, be getting or be writing this from somewhere to the center in 2 different ways. That can work well for you. And now we can again say we can move from P to R. We are first moving from P to R in the first way. And to move from P to R, we just say PR is equals to K, then the whole PB. That's the first way you can be able to actually write your PR. I want to get PR only, not the whole PB. But how do I get PR? I take a constant K, then I multiply by what? The whole PB. So a factor or a constant multiplied by the whole vector can give you a section of that vector. Yeah. Then the other PR can only be obtained by moving through what? OR. Because they have told us OR is this, but now we want to move from P to R. It means you have to move through this, then through that. Because this OR is actually given. You get the point? So you can say PR is also equal to PO plus OR. PO plus OR. As long as you know that this one has actually been mentioned. You get the point? Because even if you move through this, do you have any constant to capture? No. Even if you go up to this point and come back here, do you have any constant to capture? No. You need to use those roots that can actually be able to give you a constant. Because you're going to look for the constants k and h. So the first constant can be captured here by saying PR is equal to k, the constant, then times the whole vector PB. So this is a constant k. Then you want to get the other constant, but you have been given OR. So you have to ask yourself, how do I again move from this point to this point, but now including OR? I'll say PO plus OR. Correct. So I'll say PO. What is PO? We are moving against the arrow. So that means PO is negative 4A. So I'll say negative 4A plus OR. You've been told OR is HOM. So just say H into OM. Our OM is here. 6A plus 6B. So we shall move and say minus 4A plus 6AH plus 6BH. So we know this is PR, and so this is the first way, this is the second way. We know very well these two are the same. So we shall say PR is equals to PR. So I'm just going to have this. K into, so we can just say PR is equal to PR. So the first PR, K into 12B minus 4A. The second PR is minus 4A plus 6AH plus 6BH. Fine. So you proceed and say, you can open the brackets. 12BK minus 4AK should be equal to minus 4A plus 6AH plus 6BH. Just take the ones that have B and equal the ones that have B on this other side. So you'll be able to have 12BK is equal to 6BH. Then pick this. You have minus 4AK should be equal to minus 4A plus 6AH. Fine, we'll proceed. You can come here and say 12BK is equals to 6BH. B and B will disappear so that you can be able to get left constants K and H. So that means 12K is equals to 6H. First question, removing all these equations. So you shall go to the next one and see what you can be able to eliminate. So we have minus 4AK should be equal to minus 4A plus 6AH. So we shall say A into minus 4K should be equal to A into minus 4 plus 6H. So this and this will disappear. So minus 4K is equal to minus 4 plus 6H. Now look at this. You have been told 6H is 12K as per the first equation. So what do? Just take this 12K, which is equivalent to 6, and then put here in the second equation. So you'll have minus 4K is equal to minus 4 plus 12K. Why? 6H is the same as 12K. Correct. So you'll have minus 4K, then minus 12K, because I'll take this to the other side of the equal sign, it will be equal to minus 4. So that gives us minus 16K is equal to minus 4. Divided by minus 16, divided by minus 16. So that means our K is equal to, this will disappear, a quarter. So our K is a quarter. Once you know our K is a quarter, we shall take any of this. We can either take this or this. You see? And be able to get the other value. This is now the value of H. Let me pick the first one. I know 12K is equal to 6H. Do I have K? Yes. So 12 into a quarter is equal to 6H. So that means 3, correct, 12 times a quarter should be equal to 6H divided by 6 divided by 6. So that means at the end of the day, H is a half. So I've gotten my constants. Half, my K is a quarter and my H is a half. And those are your answers. You can be able to get the 10 marks for that question.